Have you noticed that men, we don't hate bouncy, fuckable 25-year-olds? We don't hate grandma, they hate middle-aged women. Is it because you're kind of confused because on the one hand, we remind you of your mother and you hate your mother, so you don't want to fuck your mother, and it's kind of some Oedipus complex that you're trying to get over? Or is it because we're not easily manipulated anymore and we're harder to please because you have to be accountable for your actions and shit? I don't know.
This rant is the textbook definition of a bitter woman. No man around to give her the validation she craves. No husband to reassure her. No male attention to keep her feeling wanted. So she hops online to vent, mask the pain with pseudo-psychology, and blame men for her emptiness. Deep down, she knows the truth. If she really had the love, admiration, and security she claims not to need, she wouldn't be here rationalizing her loneliness. This is what happens when validation runs dry. Bitterness spills out.
It doesn't matter how old you get. It never hurts less. So, a little update. I've been talking to the guy since early May, over 2 months, and we had a few dates, and I thought it went really well. We have everything in common. He texts me all day, every day. Same shared values, same life goals, same interests, really good banter. And he told me that I was smart and funny, and he told me that I was beautiful, which is the first time it's ever happened in my whole life. And we went on a few dates, and then we were talking, and he just said he's really concerned that of my lack of physical activity, and I guess he's been trying to convince himself to find me attractive because I had such a good personality. And I told him that I didn't think that he should have to convince himself to find me attractive, and that I'm happy with my body, and it's okay if other people aren't. And it's really hard. I know it's the right thing, and I do believe that. It just is never easier. When you're dating and you're plus sized, it never really gets easier. And I'm sharing this because I, of course, turned to my girlfriends, but I forgot for a minute that they're all very beautiful and thin, and they've never had guys on the internet or just in life to their face tell them that they were ugly before. And so I know that there's a lot of other people like me on TikTok because I've seen a lot of you, and it's okay if it hurts. And you're not alone. And I really hope that one day we can get beyond fat phobia, and maybe I'll meet someone.
She wrote in the video description, "Body positivity isn't always sunshine and butterflies. You're not alone." Well, that's because body positivity is one big post-wall feminist circle jerk which tries to shame men for their standards. Just because large people are calling each other beautiful doesn't mean it's suddenly reality. Maybe he really liked her personality and saw the potential that if she lost weight, he'd commit to her. So there was her shot at not being single. But of course, she wants a man to accept her at her worst. While for sure, she probably wouldn't accept an average guy. But why is she complaining? Feminists claim all the time they don't owe men a certain response. The guy let her down easy. Most females have no problem trying to embarrass a guy they think isn't good enough for them. They'll even post his low point on social media and call him thirsty or dusty.
Ain't nobody sitting down with no burnout, ho. Nigga looking for nigga don't want no burnout. Them whole man, once a woman get 31, 32, and nigga, she done had fun in her 20s, she's a burnout. That's why you see Jamie Foxx with a 22-year-old. That's why you see Floyd Mayweather with a 21-year-old. Niggas is looking for a turnout, not a burnout. Many hoes burn out, nigga, at 28, 29, 30, and they done had fun from 17 to then. Nigga, they burn out. That's a high mileage vehicle. Nigga, that motherfucking transmission finna go out soon. And you gonna have to get a new transmission. So, nigga, a new transmission costs damn near what a new car costs. So, nigga, go get you a new car. Hey, go get your turnout. Yeah, nigga, fuck them burnouts, nigga. Man, them burnouts just good for a moment. See, them burnout, hole like that is just good for 1 or 2, 3 fucks. Every woman before this generation knew that and understood that. So that's why a lot of hoes sitting around fat, out of shape, unhealthy.
Even 25 is pushing it nowadays. Most modern women know their peak is 18-22, which is exactly why so many of them rush to OnlyFans the second they turn 18. They're trying to cash in on that short window where men actually desire them the most. By the time they're 25, they're already competing with younger girls, and it's downhill from there. That's why so many are desperate for attention online. Deep down, they know the clock is ticking, and youth is their only currency.
I think men don't prefer older women, and I think they don't prefer career women. And a lot of times these women end up single, childless, and alone because feminism told them that that was going to get them the results that they wanted, and it doesn't.
There's a reason, women can carry children and men can't. So that instantly allows man to have different goals in terms of the workforce than women.
Oh, I think feminism lies to women. So I think they tell you to chase the bag, follow your career, and someone is still going to want you at the end of it.
People keep trying to outthink biology. It doesn't work that way.
To me, feminism just seemed like an affluent white woman problem. I was like, what are the complaints? What really don't we have in the West? I served in the United States Army. They let me do that, so I just don't see it.
Increasingly, you see women that go for it in terms of their career, and then it's too late. And then they realize, wow, this job is not making me happy, but my gosh, can I just tell you as a new mom what you feel like when your son smiles at you?
Another reason why men choose younger women, and another reason why women should work on themselves, heal the wounds, it is bitterness, sourness. Over the years, women encounter a lot of bullshit and hardens you. And you don't transmute that by healing, by looking at these past events that happened in your life, even in your childhood, making sense of them all, internalizing them, and releasing them so that you have a lighter heart. If you do not do this, you are going to repel men. You're going to be the old lady with the cats, with the face and the wrinkles that instead of having these smile lines, right, you're going to be this. Get off of my lawn! You're going to be the Karen. Take down that flag! You're going to be that miserable, awful, crotchety bitch that no man wants to date. So work on yourself. You need to have lightness. Smile. Happy.
If only women knew this, they'd understand why men naturally choose younger, lighter, softer women. It's not just about looks. It's about energy. Bitterness, resentment, and that hardened attitude age you faster than wrinkles ever will. All because of the baggage of their fun at 20s. A 35-year-old who never healed her trauma carries it on her face, in her tone, in her presence. Men feel that heaviness instantly and don't want to deal with your past baggage.
So I had a guy troll my video the other day, and this is what he said. Spoiler alert, all the women who are deferring being with who they got will be gravely disappointed in your 30s as your looks go way south. I'm 36 and will never date any women in her 30s, ever. Ignoring the stark grammatical errors aside, let's see if his thesis holds true. Here's a photo of me from 10 years ago at the innocent, pure, desirable age of 22. And here's the photo of me from 20 seconds ago, unfiltered and unedited, looking like the haggard beast that I clearly am at the ripe old age of 32. And while I could expound further on the subject, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and I've got 2 of them here, so I'll let the pictures do most of the talking. But here's what I will say. Ladies, a man who was born in this country, whose first language is English, who doesn't know how to appropriately pluralize the word woman, probably doesn't know anything about women to begin with.
This is a perfect example of bitterness disguised as confidence. A truly content woman wouldn't take some random dude's troll comment and build an entire video around it just to prove her worth. That's exactly what insecurity looks like. Notice how she had to dig up old photos, compare herself at 22 versus 32, and try to convince strangers on the internet that she still looks good. A 22-year-old wouldn't even bother. She knows she's desired. She doesn't need to argue or prove it. The fact that this woman took time out of her day to fight back at a faceless troll shows she's not at peace.
I hate to bring this back to what I said before, but this is why men in general prefer younger women. Like older women tend to be stuck in their ways. I'm right, you're wrong, even in the face of fact, etc. And not to pick on you or anything, but a lot of older women will sit there and argue with you about things. And, well, my worldview is this because I forged it through my 30, 40 years of my experiences. But what women don't understand is that your experience is limited to your experience. And I'll be honest, women live life on easy mode a lot of the times. So you don't necessarily see the world for how it really is. Men have to see the world for what it really is because men live a much more difficult life than women do. We don't have the same privileges and opportunities and situations given to us by our gender. Men have to go out there and get out the mud for real. I'm not saying that you didn't work hard in your life, but you would not have had the same opportunities and certain things presented to you if you were a male.
This is precisely why men gravitate toward younger women, not just because of looks, but because younger women aren't yet hardened, jaded, and stuck in their own truth. That's really just limited experience disguised as wisdom. Older women love to argue from a place of personal anecdotes. My life taught me this. But they forget their hardships were softened by the fact that society cushions women. Men don't get that luxury. Men get reality raw and unfiltered. Rejection, failure, responsibility, competition, and zero safety nets unless they build them.
Man wants you after a certain age, and that it's a new 18-year-old on the street every day. They keep telling you, but as women, you keep rejecting it because you're so desperate for their validation. Tell them that they're wrong. Then you try to tell other women that they don't know what they're talking about. It's just their man, not your man. Don't get us wrong. No man wants to be publicly humiliated and busted by his wife and family. But they don't worry about those things until it's too late.
They're not looking for 30-year-old women. They're looking for women at least 10 years younger than them. Somebody who does not have all the emotional baggage, just doesn't have all the call it mileage, just call it years. They don't have all that. They're looking for somebody who is younger, less experienced, and somebody who can follow a lot better. That's what these guys are looking for.
Men aren't stupid. They know a 30-something woman usually comes with years of baggage, emotional scars, stubborn habits, and walls so high no man can climb. Why would he sign up for that when he could be with a younger woman who's lighter, fresher, and actually open to learning and growing with him? Younger women equals less mileage, less drama, more femininity. Older women equals arguments, trauma, and the constant need to prove they don't need a man. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.